Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this HP, let's see, X360. So this is model 13t-4000 X360. We're going to be using a T5, excuse me, or Torx 5 screwdriver and remove all the screws from the bottom. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that, I put them flat side down like that on my desk. In the pattern, I remove them. So we have this rectangular shape. I guess, well, technically it's like a upside down U. Alright, and we're just going to keep all those screws in order. If this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. So this laptop is having issues with the battery. When you power it up, it complains that the battery is very low and it's not really charging. So we got a replacement battery. We're going to swap it out and hopefully that solves the problem. We're going to kind of drain it as well and then power it back up to make sure, or charge it back up to make sure. We're going to use a suction cup now. Basically these have little pieces that go down and get stuck or caught in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the suction cup to pull the case up like this, basically like that. That way we can get these little clips and that out. All right, so we'll start over here. Hold this side down while we kind of pull up with the suction cup. All right, and you can see now it like lifts up there. We're gonna go over to the other side here. Hold this side down, same thing, and pull this up. Okay, and then slowly lift up. That way it releases. Then we're gonna go to the middle, same thing. Pull up, and you can see it pulls those clips out. If it's still caught here, so here you can see these little things are getting caught. Again, you can just go over there, pull it up while kind of pushing this down a little, and then you should be able to get it past the thing there. Okay, and same thing with the other side if it's stuck. Okay, same thing. There we go. Now we got both sides out. We're just going to kind of wiggle this, and there we go. We got the bottom cover off. Okay, and again we're going to replace the battery, so we're going to switch over to a PH1 or JAS1 screwdriver. You can see it's a little bit like bulged out here, so that battery is actually bad. We're going to remove this screw down here. Okay, so we got those two. We got this one over here. Okay, 3, and then it looks like we need to remove the one screw down here as well. Okay, so 4 screws total. I don't think there are any others. Hopefully that's all of them. Next thing we're going to do, we have to remove this cable and this cable. All right, these are the speaker cables. Let me actually zoom in for you guys a bit. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I use my fingernails here and kind of just wiggle this, the edge of the connector. And there we go, it pops out. Okay. And if you're wondering, you can see you want the metal pins facing up for this for the speaker. We're going to peel this tape off. Okay, so just peel it up. Oh, I guess it just tore. Right, we're going to do the same thing with this side for the speaker. Just get the connector, and I kind of just wiggle it like this. And there we go, pops out. Same thing, you can see the metal pins are visible face up. Okay, I'm going to move these screws out of my way so I have more room to show you this. All right, we got to unthread this speaker cable here. Right, same thing with the other side. We're going to go over here. Oh, we're going to disconnect the battery now. So just like the other connectors, use the wings, wiggle it, and there you go, pops out. Okay, now here you can see the battery model, PK03XL. We'll zoom out, and let's go ahead and remove the battery. Just get underneath any part of this, if you can, the plastic piece, there, just like that. Carefully lift it up, make sure you're not getting any of these cables caught. And there we go, we got the old battery out. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. If you're wondering, you can see the keyboard connector here, keyboard backlight connector here. These have little flip latches. This one has a foam on top of the flip latch. Touchpad, trackpad cable here also has a flip latch. I'm pretty sure the RAM is soldered in, but let's go ahead and lift this out. I'm going to hold the motherboard down and lift this just to look underneath. And yeah, there's no removable, replaceable, upgradable RAM here. So we're going to leave that in place. You got this connector here for the SD card slot. fans here, DC jack, charge port connector. This one's pretty difficult to remove. You actually have to take the whole laptop apart to get to it. So yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. LCD, LVDS connectors right here. If you want to remove that, make sure you press and hold the power button before, open the laptop and then press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds before undoing this latch. You got an HP spare part number here. I'm not sure what that's for. I'm guessing it's for the motherboard. Right, you got a M.2. This looks like a M.2 SATA SSD. I'm not sure if it supports PCIe NVMe, but you can try. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Wireless card here. Antennas are underneath this foam. If you want to see how to remove those, I have other videos showing that. Then you got this connector here for the headphone audio jack board. Again, you do have to take the whole screen out and probably the motherboard to get to it. So yeah, and keyboard's held in with a bunch of tiny screws, so it is also replaceable, but we're not doing any of that. We just need to replace the battery. So the battery, they wrapped it all up in this plastic wrap. Interesting. So I'm just gonna slit it open like that and take this out. Okay. So first time I've ever seen a battery wrapped up in plastic wrap like that. Okay, we're gonna just open this out. Okay, hopefully the battery is good. All right, so battery looks like this. And let's actually clean out the dust from the fans a little bit. Okay. Might as well, since we have this open. Okay, get that out. There we go. Gotta clean this as well. There's a lot of dust on it. Pull the trash can out and clean that off. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're going to put the battery back in. Make sure you have the connector lined up the right way. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, we're just going to get this back lined up. Right, get the battery connector into place. Make sure the connector goes straight in. You don't want it to go crooked. Okay, and then, of course, make sure this cable ends up back on top. All right, it's being a little difficult to get this in for some reason. Take it back out, make sure none of the pins are getting bent. Okay, it should be fine. I don't know why it's not going in right. Okay, there we go. It pulled in. Okay. Then we just get everything lined back up with this cable back on top. Okay, good. Get this cable back on top. Perfect. Everything's looking good. Okay. Now we're gonna get 4 screws back in. Just get that screw. I'm going to loosely fit it first to make sure everything is lined up right. That one, this one, and last one. All right. Now that we got all the screws in, we can go ahead and tighten it down all the way. Tighten this down all the way. This down all the way. And last one. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get these cables in. Just line that up. Again, make sure the metal pins are exposed face up. Okay, same thing with this one. Get this cable in. Get that in, line that up. All right, get that all into place. Perfect. All right. Then we're just going to get this cable and try and get that lined up as good as possible. Alright. So, get this one into there. And then we're going to push this into there. And this cable's a little bit long, but should be okay. Just roll it over. Okay, and then we're going to get the bottom cover back in. Let's zoom out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You don't need to see all the junk all over my desk. Alright, we're going to get this back over here. I don't know why my camera setup is like super jittery right now. But anyways, we're going to get the bottom in first. Line that up, just like that. Once you get that all lined up, you're going to pull this again up slightly to bend it in so we can get those little pieces back into place. Might be a little tricky, but just work at it, bend it, make sure to get it in. There we go. Okay. Oh, I might have pulled it out too far. Make sure to get these clipped back in. Okay, I'm going to hold this down, and then we're going to bend this in to make sure all of these clip in, right? Okay. Go. Come on, get in there. This one's always a bit tricky. You can see the little plastic that's sticking out a little too far. Come on. Did I pull it too far? Might have to pull this back out. There we go. I guess we can get this side in first and then worry about these clips. Oh yeah, that works fine. Okay. Then we'll clip down all the sides here. Good. And then we just get all the screws back in. And that's pretty much it. Oh, the battery does act as the CMOS BIOS battery. So it is likely going to take a while for it to boot back up. And that's because the BIOS is being reset, so keep that in mind. That's normal. And now we just got to get all these screws back in, and that's pretty much it. Alright, again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. And that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, I'm going to screw this all back together. Then I'm going to power it up, see how long it takes to boot, plug it in, make sure it's charging, and we should be good to go. Alright, let's get all these screws in, last two. If it powers on without being plugged in, I think we should be okay. And then we just want to make sure that the battery charges to 100%. Okay, there we go. All the screws in. Flip this back over. Open it back up. Power button on this side. Okay, it is turning on. It might take a while again, as I mentioned. Because the CMOS BIOS battery was removed. This, you can see this light is on. I don't know if you can or not, it's too bright. Okay, it turned on. You can see it says CMOS was reset. Press enter to continue. And it didn't give a low battery warning, so I think we should be good to go. Basically, just gotta charge it up, and that should be it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. We'll wait till it powers up and starts spinning, but we should be good. All right, there you go. All right, let's drop this. Bye.